So you might see we've done some remodeling here. We have a new animal. Mark here, and welcome to the 10-Acre Woods on this cold, sunny Sunday. So it's midday, and there's just a few things I wanted to go over with you today. And we'll go out and check on, see how the ponies are doing. I can hear Levi over there neighing away. How are you guys handling this cold? Billy, you got something hanging from your mouth. Yeah, you just standing there in the sun. Yeah, I know. This cold snap's only supposed to last a week. Billy, don't pee on yourself. It's cold out. Oh, silly boy. So yeah, this cold snap's supposed to stop next weekend. It's supposed to start to warm up again. And when I say warm up, I mean -8, I think, for a high. So that's not bad. We've actually been pretty good this summer, this winter. It's kind of like a Manitoba summer almost. Sunny, beautiful. But yeah, it's actually been pretty mild. So this time of year, you know, it's not abnormal to see into the -30s, wind chills into the -40s and -50s. But it's still cold. So, all right, let's go in the barn. Into the warmth, into the above zero temperatures. I can see there's some frost build up kind of here on this window. Let's turn on some lights here. There's one, and there's the other. All right. So you might see we've done some remodeling here. We have a new animal. And there he is there. So this is Tum. Hi, Tum. How you doing, buddy? So Tum is an intact male goat. And he was from a neighboring community, a rural area, often acreage. And it's odd because they were told they weren't allowed to have animals on their acreage. So, Tum is probably only going to remain with us for a short period of time because the owners needed a place for him to go because they were told they couldn't have goats on their property. And apparently there's some, we're going to be finding him a home. There may be a couple opportunities for him. Oh. Hey, bud. Hi. Hi. Are you a little skittish? Hey. So the reason why we have all of these remodeling that's going on is because we were told he is a jumper. And he's a little skittish. So, of course, when animals are skittish, a new environment, they want to get out of it. So, hey, what is it, buddy? Tum. Tum, Tum. Yeah. What is it? Come here. Come here. It's okay. Here, look. Here. Tum. Tum, Tum. Tum, Tum. Tum, Tum. Here, look. What's this? Oh. See? Food. Oh, good stuff. See? Not so bad. Oh, some treats. There you go. See, I'm not a bad guy. Oh, that's my thumb. I'm not a bad guy. Yeah. Good boy. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, you're just scared, aren't you? Can I pet you? Can I pet you? No, I can't. All right, I'll leave you to it. No, there's nothing left in there. Threw it down. Of course, he runs over to it. Good mid-afternoon, everybody. Well, hello there. Sheldon. Yes, good day. Hi. So this morning, everybody was not wanting to get up because of the cold. Everybody just wanted to stay in bed. Right, Charlie? But everybody's up and around now. So, yeah, it's this cold day, isn't it? It's days like this we think, oh, it'd be nice to insulate this shelter as well. So keep everybody warm. Here's Petey and Piper nestled away, and this is how they spend most of their time, unless it is breakfast or dinner time. Yeah, I say leave us alone. So you will notice that we are missing somebody. So we have Jasper over there, but Java is nowhere to be seen. So we made the hard decision to put yet another alpaca down, which this has been a tough year for that. Shanzi and Paula late last year, and now Java. So we were looking back at our records. I thought Jasper and Java came in as 7-year-olds, around 7. But looking at the records, it was actually Juanita and Pedro that were the younger ones. So they were rehomed off to a farm in western Manitoba. Java and Jasper, they were, I believe, 18 years old when they came in. And male alpaca intact, they were breeding a breeding stock back in their day. They usually only live to about 18 to 22 years old. So that means that Java and Jasper are around 20, 21 years old. So they are in that time period. And he started to act the same as Shanzi and Paula did. He, of course, had that eye infection. I don't know if that was something that just kind of, you know, hit his immune system, but he was in that time period. So he was out here, he was lying down just like the girls were. We got him in the barn. We had him in there for a couple days just to assess, you know, talking to our vet and doing some research. We want to, of course, make sure we're doing the right decision, not for us, but for the animal. So we made the hard decision, and we had him put down. So we're hoping that's it for a while. Jasper is in good spirits. He looks great, but with alpaca, they take it right to the end, and then they kind of almost hide their pain, if they're in any pain. So we really have to watch that and watch their body language. So hopefully we've got, you know, maybe a couple more years out of Jasper, but, you know, he again is in that time period where, you know, it's to be expected. You know, the animals that come in, the rescued animals, sometimes they come in, they're older, they've been around the block, and we keep them here, and we have to understand that at some point they will pass, and we just have to look at making sure we give them the best life that we can. So Petey and Piper over there, they're old. You know, they've been kind of on the watch list for a couple years now, but they're doing great. So, you know, as long as they are doing great, then yeah, that's wonderful. So, but of course we have to assess everything as it comes along. So That's the tough part about having animals, is of course, you know, they don't have the life expectancy as you or I do, and we're gonna have to say goodbye at some time. So that being said, we actually had another loss this past week, and this one was a little tougher because he's been with us for quite some time. And it was Fernando the Turkey. So that was tough when Tara came in and said we lost him. You know, kind of hits it there. Fernando, he first came in 2012. So he's an old bird, and we knew he was an old bird. So 2012, he came in with a few other young turkeys. And we actually rehomed him. So he went to another farm, came back here in, 2016. So he spent 4 years on another farm. And the couple that had him went through a divorce, and of course divorces can be messy. So we took back a bunch of animals, and Fernando was one of them. So that would have been, 2016 is when he came back. We had Tom the Turkey at that time. Tom was a wild turkey that actually came in here, and we enjoyed him on the farm. And then he decided to take off with some wild hens one year. So then Fernando was the only one. Fernando, you know, he was 12 years old. Turkeys generally live only about 10 years, domestic turkeys. Wild turkeys, maybe 3 to 5 years. But yeah, you don't expect these things. And Fernando has had, you know, a great life. He's interacted with multiple people, brought smiles to so many people's faces. He has a beer named after him in Switzerland. So there was a family that came to visit friends or family in Winnipeg, came out to the farm, met Fernando, were just so inspired by him, and they went back to Switzerland. They own a microbrewery, and they had this red ale that they were brewing with no name, and they named it Fernando. So on their website it says inspired by a Canadian turkey, Fernando. So we were down at the legislative buildings in Winnipeg. And it was 2018, I want to say, and it was the first annual Manitoba Therapy Animal and Service Animal Day. So we were called down there, and there was the City of Winnipeg Police Canine Division brought some puppies down. There was a horse that came down from a neighboring community. And then we took Fernando in, and you know, he schmoozed with all the politicians in there. It was just a great hit. The marble floors of the legislative, walking around there. Of course, here we are with wet wipes, you know, cleaning up any poops that occur. But you know, you got to think of those memories that happen. He went to multiple petting farms with different communities. He brought a smile to many faces. So Fernando will definitely be one of the ones that will be missed. I know a lot of you have him as one of the favorites. It's sad, but it's inevitable. You know, life ends, and we have to kind of accept that and just look back at the past. So what had happened is, of course, he was in with the geese and the chickens, and he wasn't himself. He was slow. And we thought, well, it's starting to get cold. Maybe what we'll do is we'll bring him into the barn. In the barn here, it's a few degrees above freezing, so which is, you know, a nice, considering, you know, cold minus 25, minus 26 temperatures. We brought him in. The same thing kind of happened last year. He was a little, so we brought him inside and everything was fine. He stayed in the barn the rest of the winter. He was in there for a couple days, and Tara came out, I believe it was yesterday morning or the day before. Yesterday morning, I think. And no, it was Friday morning. Because I came home from work and she said Fernando had passed. So yeah, so that's a tough one. And, you know, I'm always thinking, you know, these videos, I want to be happy, you know, show the animals, show some love. And I hate the death part of it, but again, it's inevitable. So we'll remember them definitely. I went through and I pulled a bunch, I guess it was my way to cope. I went through and pulled up a bunch of images and just remembering Fernando and what he has done. So I will play that little montage here for you. Oh, so we have some chickens coming in. I think 3 chickens coming in this afternoon. Apparently there was the woman who has them has gotten old or had some surgery, or there's some medical reason she's just not able to care for them anymore. So that's one of the reasons why we get animals in. So they will be they'll be coming in this afternoon and bringing I think 3 hens, I believe. So that's it. You know, I hate, like I said, I hate doing these videos on the losses of animals. But you know, the last couple months has been tough. But hopefully here on out, no more of this. So all the best to you and yours, and hope to see you in the next video. Take care, have a wonderful week, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.